All right. So from day one, from earlier on in my life, I always had to think about trying to be myself and not change who I am with different people that I interact with. So I keep a consistent personality. For whatever reason, fucking guided from fucking the universe, from whatever, always felt a need to kind of keep it real. All right. And everybody around me was like, why are you always trying to be the same? Or why are you trying to be a funny cunt with this person or whatever the fuck? All right. Like, it's not appropriate. Okay. And I'm like, go get fucked. Then I was like, so I was always putting these challenges to kind of like, yep, Ken, you got to be different. You're talking to the teachers at school, you got to be one way. You're talking to fucking someone you just met, you got to be another, or someone with authority, blah, 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 blah. All right. But I just didn't feel the need to adapt, to give this person what they expect. And I feel I speak to a lot of people, and a lot of people, for instance, there's a lot of people out there who've got problems with social settings. When you go into a party where you've got too many people you got to fucking blend with, all right? It's almost like public speaking. They're trying to anticipate what this person expects from them.
You've got to work the crowd.
You got to kind of work the crowd, but you got to give the individual what they expect, as in how you're going to be or how they want you to be.
You got to suit them.
You got to suit them. Now, this is a mental thing that's that comes from, you know, wanting to be accepted and wanting to please the crowd. All right, and I understand it as far as like, you know, if I bumped into like a cop when I was younger, I understand he's a cop, right? I'm not gonna tell they can't fucking go get fucked. All right, I'm gonna talk to him like, yep, righto, because usually I was doing some weird shit, and you know they're pulling me up on that, and I'm gonna try to, you know, I want the least amount of resistance. I don't want no problems.
Of course.
So you kind of comply with the situation. You talk to him like, yep, righto. You don't try to be too much of a funny cunt.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I said some weird shit. But the point is, I always tried to be myself. Now, I saw my other friends change with every person they spoke to, and they were like, yeah, I'm not gonna just start, you know, swearing and fucking being disrespectful and all that. But I'm trying to say it's got nothing to do with that. The reason you're changing to suit other people is because you want to be accepted by those people. You don't need to change, all right? If they're not down with you, they're not down with you. In simple terms, you got to be cool with being who you are, like with everyone else. I mean, and first, obviously, you got to find out who the fuck that is. You got to be cool with it, as far as like, it doesn't make a difference if you just be you and that person. Like, our minimum requirement to interact with other human beings is respect. That's always the case. You give people respect. It doesn't matter if you talk fucking like this, or you got a little bit of a slang, or you got a fucking accent. All right, you just be yourself. That's the message here.